Yesterday I did my thoughts on Bardock, and today I'm doing my thoughts on Goku Black. So these characters, the last character I talked about, is on a whole different spectrum from the character I'm talking about now. So, I'm going to try and make this into a kind of series type thing where I talk about my thoughts on every character on the roster I have, which will include, pretty much every character I play first, which this is the character. This character is very special to me because this is the first character I picked up. He was on my main team. He has always been on my main teams. So you would think I have a lot of good things to say about this character. I do, but I also have a huge amount of bad things to say about this character because this character has been low tier since pretty much season 1. Like since the end of season 1, he has been low tier. And he hasn't escaped low tier. But does that mean he's a bad character? No, not in the slightest. He has a lot of good tools. It's just they're not good enough. Either they're something that used to be good and are just not nearly as good anymore, or it's something that just is good but can be done better by a different character. For example, his beam. His beam is just a beam. That's what I gotta say. Anyways, now to get into the normals, he actually has decent buttons. Okay, his 5L isn't the best. Let me see. Actually, do I have super dash? Okay, I have super dash queued up. His 5L will catch super dash pretty well though. It's almost as good as Bardock's at catching super dash, but the problem is you can't really convert off it as well as Bardock. Like, sure, you can 5L off of it, but it's just better 2H. Like, seriously, what are you getting from that? You're not getting anything. Unless you, like, do some weird, let me see. Yeah. You would have to 5H after it. So if you, so he's one of those characters who can choose, which is nice. Like, he doesn't have a horrible 5L, so he can just, kind of choose what he wants to do. Like, on a super dash, he has the right to choose, which is something I talked about a lot with Bardock. He has the right to choose. And what does that mean? It means he can choose in situations where he can either, do one thing or another. He can 2H, or he can 5L 5H. Which doesn't sound like a huge difference, but in Dragon Ball, that can be all the difference to a, for a corner traveling combo or a combo that's just for damage. Anyways, so 5LL is a kick. I think this is reflect proof. Let me check. So I forgot to so you do back X. Okay. Let me set the enemy to guard all. Okay. I forgot how to set the enemy to reflect. Dang it. I legitimately forgot how to reflect. Let me check. Guard cancel. Guards. Okay. Okay. Anyways, it is one of the few reflect proof auto combos. That is really good. Which means you have to reflect them twice. 5LL, so 5L. As you see, second hit is a medium, so you can whiff first and get a medium starter, which is with every auto combo in the game, but still it's worth mentioning since this is the main piece of his auto combo. This 5L isn't the special part of his auto combo, it's the 5LL that's the special part of his auto combo. Up close, it's around 22 frames. I think you can get it, yeah, 22 frames is the sweet spot. If it hits, it's 11, but, if it's far away, it has a good range, really good range. As you see, it is kind of like a, SSJ Goku 2M, just not as good. Anyways, moving on to the 5LLL. As you see, it is your basic auto combo, but I would say this is slightly better than other auto combos just because, it can hit behind. Anyways, to move on to his medium buttons. Pretty standard 5M, nothing special. It's really nothing great. For his 2M, it's a sweep. Every 2M in the game, well, most 2Ms in the game, not every 2M in the game. There's characters like hit, but he has a pretty standard 2M, doesn't go too far. It is 11 frames. I wish it was 10 frames, to be honest. I think it should be 10 frames. Anyways, jumping M, good for cross-ups. It's a pretty long button, but the problem is it hits kind of high. Like, it hits a little bit higher than you would like on cross-ups. But that's alright. It's a long button. That's what you want with a 5M, jumping M. So, one thing. He's -2, -5 on standing M, -4, -12. So, you might be seeing a common pattern here. And it's that this leaves him the basic combo ender, the basic block string ender is what I should say. This does not leave him safe. As you see, it is -12. So you have to call an assist to stay safe. That is one thing you will see this character struggles with, is staying safe. He is not a type of character you stay safe with. It just doesn't happen too much. And it's not really his fault, it's just frame data. For some reason, ArcSys likes to give bad frame data to characters with unique mechanics, kind of like, instant transmission, which isn't that good, but I'll get into that later. His next buttons, heavies. These are definitely his heavy buttons. Some of the best heavies in the game, I would say, in my personal opinion, the best heavies in the game, just because they're long-reaching. Like, seriously, look at this. I'll set him to not guard. He can hit you with a 5M from there. He hits you where other people cannot hit you. Like, that hits slightly behind, too. It's just he has amazing heavy buttons. I have nothing to complain about these heavy buttons. They're really good. Up close, 14 frames each. Oh, 18 frames for 2H. His 2H, though, best 2H in the game. You're hitting this. There's, like, like, you're gonna hit this. You can hit it early, you can't hit it too, well, yeah, you can hit it late, but you can hit it as early as you want. Like, look at this. I'll hit it right here, and it's still gonna hit. Because it's somewhat, look, I'll pop it, okay. Let me try and do this. Look, you see, as soon as you see the star buttons here, dash, just pop it. It's just that good. No matter where they are, you're gonna hit them. Anyways, on to special attacks. God Slicer. Used to be a great move. It used to beat Super Dash. I did not mean to do that. Used to beat Super Dash, but now it doesn't beat anything. Unless, okay, it's a lariat that's not really a lariat. So the problem with it is the Ki Blast, I think, used to be part of the attack. So now the only way you're getting them is on the startup of a Super Dash. No matter what you do, as you see, you're getting hit by a Super Dash. It's because he tosses out those Ki Blasts. To be honest, if they made this a normal lariat, which I would prefer, on the light version, maybe 1 Ki Blast instead of 2, so it's reactable. Medium version gets you sliding, nothing special there. Heavy version, gets you sliding, is pretty fast, and I think it makes you, no, it doesn't make you invincible or anything. Anyways, it's a decent move. It's usually just used in combos. You're not really using this in neutral or, on a guarding opponent, not random, guard all. But you're not using this on a guarding opponent. It's -6, which is just barely unsafe. -5, it's what's considered safe in this game. Medium version is a whole heap of unsafe. And heavy version is the only one that's technically safe. So, on to his next special move. Instant transmission. Every medium and light version, the light version's used in combos. Medium version can be used in, fun situations to, get them to bait. Medium is really good for bait. Light can be used to cross up. Medium can use to be for same side mix up. Heavy is just bad. Sure, you can, let me see if I can land it. It's tough. Okay, you have to do that. Okay. So I just showed off another one of the special moves. But as you see, you have to do a very specific thing to stay safe. And it's a pretty good mix-up, to be fair. You can do either side here, I think, if I can... So you see, it leaves them +1, actually, if you do that. Okay, you have to time it very well. But, moral of the story, it's not that effective. It just gives them a cue on where and when you're gonna do it. It's not that good. Like, seriously, no one's getting hit by it. Like, they see this. They have a sound cue and a visual cue. That's just excessive. You don't need either. Overall, not a great move. It's his special, like, thing that's special about him. And I think the reason why he has bad frame data is because he can do stuff like this. As you see, let me do it again. As you see, he can do stuff like that. Nothing, it's not, I don't think it warrants him to have bad frame data, to be honest. Next special is probably his best one that I don't use too much. It's his dive kick, and it's a really good dive kick, to be honest. I like the dive kick a lot. It can cross up, actually. It can leave you on the other side, if you do it correctly. On block, it's minus, I think, 4. Minus 3, actually, so you're very safe on block. Minus 4 at worst, and it's a very good escape tool. You're leaving yourself somewhat negative, but let's say you're in the corner, and you just, boom, it gets you out of the corner. He's one of the only characters who's safe against a Broly in the corner, because he can just, let's say you super jump, boom, you're out of the corner. Like, a lot of Brolys will just grab you there. With Goku Black, you have the option to dive kick out, which is really good. Medium version is slower, but I think it starts a combo. Let me check. Okay, let me reset the screen. So, yeah, it can restart a combo if you're corner. So if you pop it and you're in corner, okay, it's a very specific timing. Let me just start in corner here. So as you see, okay, can you get a 2M, or do you just have to auto combo? Okay, maybe it can't start a combo, or do you have to okay, you have to use an assist. So you can get a combo off it, but you're gonna have to pop an assist, which isn't a bad thing. You get a combo off of it, it's not bad. EX version is a very fast dive kick that is very, like, generous with the amount of time it gives you to do a combo. Like, you can hit off that. Come on, anybody can hit off that. I think you can even beam off that, actually. Not super me. Beam. Yeah, you can beam off of it, which is actually pretty cool. Okay, so those are all his special moves. Overall, I think anybody... Oh yeah, his Ki Blast. That's a normal, I forgot. His Ki Blast. This is a lot of people say this is a good neutral tool. Everybody says this is a good neutral tool, except Goku Black players. You want to know why? Because it's not a great neutral tool. It's a fun neutral tool, but it is not great. The reason why is because it's either extremely slow or stupidly fast. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, just get your assist back like this. Well, guess what? Guess what? You're getting super dashed. Its startup is way too much, and to be fair, he has that really good, 2H, but still, it's not hitting much. It's just mainly used for combos, because you go, it's just for his higher damage combos. Like, you get slightly more damage on a combo because of it. Anyways, overall, for his normals, they're not great. They can definitely use some work. His best normal is probably his 5LL, his second light attack. This one right here, it's has horrible frame data, like bad startup, but it's long, very long. It will connect from a very far distance, and if it connects, you're just getting a good combo. Like, look at that, boom. You're getting a pretty damaging combo right there. Air Ki Blast, nothing special. I think he has a loop, if I'm not mistaken. I just don't use it. But it's a meh Ki Blast, nothing great. you know, basic -7. After you do it, you can vanish it, but you have to wait. It's a weird vanish like delay. You can't do it. It's hard to explain. Anyways, into supers. First, his primary level 1. It's meh. It's not great. It's his DHC. Every Goku Black player is complaining about this. Switch this to his DHC. It's a much better super. Does, I think, slightly more damage, actually. Let me check. No. Yeah, it does slightly less damage, but it's just better for combos in general. Plus, it's not a super animated one that takes a long while. I do like this animation, since I love Goku Black, but it's just not a good super. It's very lackluster. The only thing you're really using that super, like, you're definitely not taking him for the super, I'm telling you that. So, why did people play this character in Season 1? I'm saying, oh, he's been, you know, low tier since Season 1. Why did people play him in Season 1 and 2? This. Okay. Moving on to assist. His assist. He was one of the only characters with beam assist. And beam assists are very good. Beam assist 1, extend combos. See, as you see, you get a pretty damaging combo just because you use beam assist. Beam assist cover a chunk of the screen that people want to be in. It's a chunk of the screen that people want to be in. So you can do that, something like that. You can, you know, get a conversion off of it. It's really good. Anyways, onto his horrible assist that nobody uses, and that is the only thing that comes up. This is just, if, hey, does this look familiar? It's just the end of his auto combo. That's all it is. It's just that base, it's like Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta's B assist, just worse. Like the Blue's B assist, just worse. It has decent frame data, I guess. I forgot how much it is on block. Let me check the A assist on block real quick. Instead of guard all. As you see, this is plus 31. No. And this, his B assist, is plus 29. Yeah, you don't use this B assist. His C assist is a basic C assist. Cool looking, very cool looking C assist. I will admit that. But the problem is, it's just like, why use this C assist when beam C assist exists? Seriously, like, what's the use of this C assist when the beam ones exist, or the ones that have much better tracking, like UI Goku's or Bardocks even? Just why use his C assist? There's no reason to use any assist but his A assist. His A is just 100% his best assist. Do not ever switch it. Back to Goku Black. What's good? Not much. I will say damage. He can get some pretty good damage off of things, off of touches. As you see, he gets pretty good damage, easy 5Ks. In corner, he has pretty good corner damage. A lot of people do something like this. As you see, they do this. And you get it's a pretty high damage combo. I mean, it's nothing horrible. It's not something you'll really use. But it's not bad. So actually, that's usually, so the cool thing about this is that, so you do your basic, okay, you don't use the, so what you do, basic starter. Okay, see, and right before that last kick, what people usually do is boom, 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 boom. Okay, well, you don't usually take him that high. And you don't usually do God Slicer. But another cool thing is you can, what's it? He has, since he has really good 5M, I mean 5H, if I can hit this, yeah, I'm just gonna, so he gets good damage. You can, you know, As you see, he just gets good damage. In corner especially. Yeah, that's one of his pros, I would say. And also, he has good cross-ups. He can cross up. Cross up. That's his main mix-up tool. And you might see a thing here. Hey, if his cross-up is the main mix-up, then why give him such good corner damage? Good question. Guess what? Since he doesn't have great high-low since he doesn't have a 2L low. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a 2L low. That's a big breaker for a lot of people in this game. If people don't have 2L lows, people just don't like the character. I like this character a lot, but I know he's not good in today's meta. He's a good character, he's just not good, if you know what I mean. But he doesn't get high lows. I would say give him a 2L. Just give him a 2L low, and a lot of people will like him a lot more. Anyways, what was I saying? Forgot exactly what I was saying. What was I talking about? Supers. Got off track. Anyways, Ball. Make this his primary level 1. And this is his level 3. My favorite level 3 animation in the game. Really cool. This used to leave him slightly out of the corner. And the reason why that was so good is because it gave you good Oki. You could cross up with that. And now, that was his one thing in Season 1. That's why people played him. That's why you saw No Kambi play him. Who is a very good Dragon Ball FighterZ player. Much better than I am. Knows a lot more. But anyways, you still watch my channel. But that's why people played him in Season 1. It's because he could get cross-ups and stuff. He had a beam assist, which is something that not too many people had. And, oh yeah, beam. He has a beam. As you see, it's a standard beam. Probably shouldn't avoid over that in specials, but it's a very standard beam. The beam that everybody wants. Everybody wants the beam. Unless you're Gogeta. Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Or Broly. No one cares about a 5S beam and horrible frame data. And now, onto the infamous, the worst command grab in the game. It's horrible. Don't use this. You're never getting people with this. I meme with it. If you hit someone with this, you're memeing. That's it. It's just a bad command grab. There's nothing good about this command grab. Seriously, even if you hit it, it's not as strong as other command grabs, and it just scales much harder than other command grabs. Yeah, like it's just not good. Like look at this. Oh wow, look at all that damage right there. A whole 2K? Let me see if I can make that 3K. So barely 3K. Whew, 32%. Man, I don't see characters like UI Goku getting more. Yes, I know UI Goku got nerfed. I still hate UI Goku. As you see, you'll get much more damage off your normal beam. Anyways, what was I on? There's not much to talk about with this character, to be honest. He's bread and butter. He's a fun character. If you want to have fun, play this character. He's a very fun character with very cool looking combos. He has some of the sickest looking combos in the game. He just doesn't do much with his combos. But, like, he has saucy combos. Like, come on. Like, this is sick. Come on, that's sick. But the problem is, look how much meter he used. Like, he used so much meter for that little combo. Like, he uses so much meter just on getting 5K. I say 5K, and you use a bar. Which the 5K part isn't bad, it's just you have to side switch for it. Seriously, what is the use of instant transmission besides wanting a side switch? Why would you use it? You don't get as much damage. Seriously, look. Did the exact same combo. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you get slightly more damage. Okay. Let's see. With the basic, you know, universal BMB. 4,185. Oh, right. You can't... So, slightly less. Really depends on what combo you're doing. If you're doing, you know, his high damage... This is his highest damage combo. It's his bread and butter. I would say this is also a pretty bread and butter combo for him. And you can go into level 3. Oh yeah, all of his supers are air OK, which is a good thing. Air OK supers is exactly what you want. But overall, to stop talking about this character that I love so much, but has so many flaws, he's not in a great spot. What would I do to buff him? Give him a 2L low, make his frame data better. I can't emphasize this enough. His frame data is horrible. You cannot do basic BMBs, well, not BMBs, but block strings. Like, look at this. This is his basic block string. And it can leave him +3 at best, but... Like, seriously. You can go... You can go, oh, wait, boom, 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 boom. I see, you can go low, or you can go low. No, you can't low. So you only have one low in his block strings. And sure, everybody has universal overhead. But, how many times is this gonna work? Seriously. It's a frame trap. It's his best option. But how many times are you going to catch people with this? And keep in mind, it doesn't have a great... This is his best way to open people up. And look how much you get. This is the best you're getting off of opening someone up. Fair and square. 34%. And Dragon Ball, that's nothing. You might as well just be hitting him with a feather at that point. 34% is basically nothing. He just needs a lot of help. Frame data, 2L low. I'm just saying what everybody else says about this character. And the people who really understand it are the people who play him. That's the only way you'll really understand why and how to fix this character, is if you play him. Do I recommend playing him? No. Make this like a 24 frame, or a 25 frame, maybe 27. Make it a 27 frame command grab. Just anything that's lower, like, why is it so slow? Why? Why is it slow? You don't get, it's not like it has some special property where you can corner combo off it. You can't. You have to use an assist in the corner. And it doesn't matter. It just baffles me. I'm getting very negative in this. And not nearly as negative as I did with Bardock. Because there's a lot of negative to him. He has decent neutral, I will admit that, since he gets his beam. And that's the only reason why. You can fast, you know, you have pretty fast stuff. You know, you get pretty good combos. And see, you get pretty fun combo. So, sorry, I was focusing on the combo, seeing if I can land it. But, this character needs help. Instead of nerfing UI Goku, I'm glad they did though, but if they didn't nerf UI Goku, I would rather have this guy get buffed. How come, instead of buffing well, not bad characters, but lower tier characters, how come we have to, you know, nerf the high tiers? Why can't we make a low tier, high tier? Or even mid tier? Like they did with this boy, this guy. I'll talk about this guy in another video, but how come they couldn't do the same thing they did with this guy and make him a decent character? Anyways, that's gonna be the end for me. I'm sorry I was so negative in this review. It's just there's not much good about this character. And I'm just gonna tell it to you straight, I wish there was more to say about this character. I wish there was better to say about this character. Like, why should I have to do this? To be fair, that might be his best combo. One sec. This might be his best combo. Okay, I have to find... Okay. Let me see if I can land this, and then I'll go into my final thoughts. One more time. This is legitimately going to be the last time. So yeah, I would say this is his best combo, actually. Does a lot more damage than most of his combos. And it doesn't waste as much meter. Waste no meter. Anyways, I wish there was more I could say about this character. Like there was with Bardock. You know, good assist. Like, Bardock has a lot of things to talk about. Goku Black doesn't, because a lot of his things can just be summed up by poor frame data. That's pretty much all you got with Goku Black. When you're talking about him, wanna know what everybody talks about? Poor frame data. Or, yeah, just poor frame data. That's why he's not high tier, or anything above low tier. And also, he doesn't have 2LO. A lot of the high tiers, even non-high tiers, like mid-tiers, have a 2LO. He does not have a 2LO. For some reason, they blessed Nappa with a 2LO, which is a character who I didn't really think needed one. But they don't give a character who could really use a 2LO, since he has a slower 11 frame. You know, instead of the... Well, I think 11 frame is average. But, like, a slower, you know, 2M. That doesn't reach far or anything. Okay, that's gonna be it. Buff this character, please. Have a great day, too. And, okay. Pros. Good super. 2 good supers. They hit hard, and, you know, they have a good area of effect. Another pro, neutral. He has decent neutral. Not the best neutral in the game, but decent enough neutral. Another pro, beam assist. Another pro, damage. Now on the cons. Horrible frame data. That's why this character isn't played. That's pretty much it. Oh, but now I can land that. Anyways, poor frame data and, what's called... Poor frame data. Yeah, that's a huge part. Also, pretty useless move with instant transmission. You're not going to be using this much. Unless it's post level 3. Like, seriously. You're only using this post level 3. That's the only time you're using it. Anyways. And another con. Not much to do in air, except like dive kick. And his dive kick is pretty underwhelming. Like, it's a pretty underwhelming move. Just underwhelming in general. Also, God Slicer, not a great move. It's just used in combos, that's it. Like, this is how you end all your combos. You use God Slicer until like a super or something. Especially out of corner, you pretty much have to use meter if you want a cool, not like a high damage combo. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I'll see y'all later, and have a nice day. Or night, depending on what time it is for you. It's 4 a.m. I think. 3:48 a.m. for me. I might put out another one of these today. I don't know. I'm tired. But anyways, see y'all, and goodbye.